Hi everyone. Hi. Hello, Ali. Hello. I just check my voice first. How's everyone? Good? I well. Oop. Hello. I just check my voice first. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. How's everyone? Good? I well. Okay, we can start. Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Insights with Lily Zhang. Happy New Year to everyone. I just back from my holiday. Um, was a quiet holiday, just family occasions. And in Germany, we can only allow two families together, so that was quiet. But to be with loved ones, which is pretty good. So I still appreciate everything. Today is 7th January the 7th. Um, I yes, 2021. I've just done my Chinese program. Well, I talk about American politics. Yes, we all know what happened yesterday in America. But today I'm not going to talk. My English program. I'm not going to talk about too much about the politics. I'm going to talk about 2021. Is it going to be a better year? My answer is I hope, yes, I hope it will be a better year. But the reality is there are still so many uncertainties. So the answer will be depends which country you are in and which industry you are in and who you are, you might have a better year. If you are in the wrong country, wrong industry, wrong place, it's probably going to be worse. Before I get into the this year, I still remember last year I've done my 2020 predictions about 10 black swans. And this year, I'm not going to do the prediction about black swans because I think the full 2020 are full of black swans. I think 2021, I'm looking for the white swan, the normal swan. So are we going to back to normal? That's the biggest question for 2021. I think 2021 is, before I get into that, I think better define what is normal. Yeah, of course, of course. When we're talking about normal, we're talking about normally we could go out. Normally we don't have to wear a mask. Normally we can go to restaurants in the weekends and we can go to bars and have fun. We can go to sports. We can travel normally. And 2021, are we going to see the white swan out of the sea of black swans? Um, maybe, maybe after probably after summer. I know one place in New Zealand. That's why New Zealand property is going up a lot. The value, yes, that's the best country to be in at the moment. Hi, my friends in New Zealand. I really jealousy about your life there because there's no lockdown, no virus. And yes, there are some other countries like China. Yeah, I just probably check my video, camera a little bit. Is that better? Oh, okay, that's better angle, I think. Yeah, I've already booked my tickets back to Australia in March, so hopefully I'll be in New Zealand as well. Well, took so much hazard and to book a ticket, and of course I will be quarantined in Australia for 14 days. Yeah, so I don't think anytime soon we'll see the white swan, the normal white swan. We are not going to see we're back to normal life very quickly. Although there's hope, yes. The hope is the vaccine, although the vaccination take much longer, will take much longer. Yeah. In Europe, in most of the countries, maybe in summertime, maybe end of this year, we can get many people vaccinated. And I hope, yes, we all know there's a new, of course, virus. They mutate a lot, and I hope our vaccine can treat most of the virus variations. So fingers crossed, maybe in summertime, maybe later this year, we can somewhat go back to normal. But I think we have to be prepared, mentally, physically prepared for a 2021 not so bright. Yeah, yesterday we already seen the some call that equivalent to 9/11 in American history, the darkest day of American democracy. Yes, I've seen that. I think I wasn't really surprised of what happened. I knew there would be big protest. I knew Donald Trump he's still crazy, but he's way too crazy. I think people really should get rid of him. Yeah, that's why people. I think in America, some business leaders and some Congress leaders already talking or kind of suggesting they're gonna use the number 25 amendment to get rid of Donald Trump. Although he's only got 2 weeks in the office, but he's probably risk. Maybe is he going to push the nuclear button? Maybe not. That would be the well. I'm not going to go in there, but there were 4 people die of the clash between the protesters and police. I think those 4 people, their life, I feel sorry for their death, but I think their death is the most worstness. Sorry to say that. They die because of a mad, stupid politician, a mad, stupid president, refused to clinging to power, refused to concede. And Donald Trump should take full responsibility for their death. Yeah. So please, Americans, get rid of him as soon as possible. Yeah, but on the other hand, I feel relieved because I still believe in democracy in America. Yeah, what happened for although the Congress meeting was interrupted by the protest, by the clash, people stormed the Capitol Hill. Yeah, the Congress meeting was interrupted, but they resumed the meeting in the evening, and Vice President Mike Pence, I admire him, although he's just basically just take the procedure, but he, you know, I still believe he was loyal to Donald Trump, but he believed in his oath to the Constitution, and he did what he should have done. Yes. So, and all the congressmen and women, they did what they should do, and they certify Joe Biden's win. So, yes, Donald Trump, get over it. It's over. It's totally over. Get down, step down. Yeah. Okay, so that's, but the thing I'm concerned about is Georgia's runoff of the Senate. I think Republicans this time they've lost too much because of Donald Trump, the stupid Donald Trump. They've lost the Senate. No, they've lost the Senate. They've lost the Congress. They've lost the presidential election. So Democrats, they have the full control of the House, the Congress, the Senate. Yeah. So that's if they didn't spend so much time talking about the fraudulent of the election, they should spend more time focusing on protect their Senate seat. Anyway, that's all past. So 2021, we might see the world leaning towards more lefties. Although some people afraid of, they think the lefties, that's all about going to communist or socialist way. So I think in future we got to redefine what is communist. That's not to think it's not going to be like a dictatorship or yes. At the moment, people shouldn't. If you still believe those conspiracy theories, I think Donald Trump and those his allies, his followers, like Sidney Powell and Linwood, those lawyers, they've inspired so many conspiracy theories. Yeah. At the moment, wake up, wake up. There's so many lies. Donald Trump is a big liar. So many lies. If you still believe in the conspiracy theory, please wake up. But by saying that, I think we're going to face lots of challenges in 2021. Yeah, politically, there will be more leaning towards lefties. But I think the conservatives and the liberal or lefties, I think most people, especially Donald Trump's believers, they believe they are conservative, but they probably just deny this is a new word. Yeah, is there a new world order? We always have new world orders, but the trend is globalization, multicultural, and the combination of all those global challenges. So we might see bigger governments. Yeah. And we will see more coordinated international actions together to against climate change, to against global warming. Well, that's probably part of the climate change, and also terrorism and economic challenges and pandemic. All of those. So nationalism actually doesn't work. That's probably the fundamental reason Donald Trump lost this election. But basically, conservatives probably they just deny again about the reality of the world. The reality of the world is we probably all come together economically, politically, not with same ideology or same system. But even China is of course it's dictatorship and communist country. But China's still capitalism. Still, they probably more aggressive than most of the Western countries. So I think every country's got their own system, and internationally, all countries probably recognize they have to come together. That's why probably most of ideological systems are getting more and more similar. So you might see communist, socialist in Western world, you see capital just like as long as capitalism in China, they all combine together. So we just get used to that. I think in future I'm going to talk about more about that. How there's big difference, but we will become more and more like a whole. When I look at human society, I think best way is look at from nature. Just look at our body. All parts work together. The nature is a whole, the whole system. The universe is a whole system. You can't separate them. So, what I really think now and in the future, all human beings, we are a whole. You can't separate us by race, by nationalities, by ideology. We have to work together. We have to coexist together. Just like even with the virus, we have to coexist together. So 2021 will be our coexistence with the virus, with other countries, with different ideologies, with different ideas and different systems. We have to coexist together. Economically, yeah, that's why this year I'm not going to predict what's going to happen, but yes, that's why today's topic is 2021 going to be a better year. Like I already say at the beginning of this program, depends which country, which industry, and who you are. I'm just saying because there are some countries come out of the pandemic better. The biggest winner probably China. I'm from China. I don't want to say that, but that's the fact. China basically benefited from this pandemic. Well, they probably control this pandemic better. I think two reasons. One is dictatorship. Those centralized totalitarian government much easier to implement a lockdown and to order. They can order people to stay at home. There's no human rights and protection. There's no protests. So they can do whatever they want. So if they ask people to stay at home, they stay at home. People obey the rules. Another one is Chinese or other Asian countries. They probably already achieved some kind of herd immunity. They had SARS-1 before, so they, I think, probably quite a, even without lockdown, even without strict lockdown, this time they probably quite a lot of people already have immunity from SARS-1. And this pandemic is basically just SARS-2. That's why I think China and other Asian countries can come out of this pandemic better. So that's being predicted. China's GDP is going to grow 8% in 2021. And currently, China has already have a very good recovery. Their exporter is booming. And I've heard their reports showing China is short of containers to export. When Western countries are under lockdown, Chinese business export sector been growing very well. So they, people knocked down in Western country, they don't go out, they stay at home more. So home consuming products, majority of them probably produced in China. So they get more, they consume more at home. And also another reason is Chinese supply the medical gears like masks and protective gears. So China has benefited from this pandemic. Yes. So that's China is going to lead the recovery. As been predicted, in 5 years, Chinese GDP is going to overtake America, become the biggest in the world. Yes, I don't like CCP, of course, but that system, they economically they've been doing well, and China has been very active in international cooperation as well. They've signed agreement with Pacific Ocean countries, and they've signed investment agreement with Europe. So internationally, they're doing well. And after Donald Trump, I'm not sure how. I haven't done too much research on Joe Biden, but I think probably the China and America trade war is going to change some kind of aspect. China's export increased largely despite the heavy tariffs implied by Donald Trump's administration. So Joe Biden historically he is quite close to China. So I think in terms of that, he's going to probably start renegotiation with China. Yeah, and other parts of the world, that's why it depends on which country you are in. So I think most of the rich countries like Western Europe and North America, they probably will be okay, although their economic recovery will much slower than China, South Korea. But because they have pretty good subsidies to support business, and their economy probably recover okay. And other countries, unfortunately, other developing countries will do very bad, especially South America and Africa. So those countries, they don't have the resources to combat the pandemic very well, so they can't probably even get vaccination very quickly, and their economy suffers so much. They don't have enough resources to support their people. That's including India, Brazil, and Argentina, Chile. So South American countries, because of their economic problem, last year they already had quite a lot unrest, social unrest. I think this year it's going to getting worse. So if you are in, or if you have business in those countries, it's not going to be easy. Yeah, even, and depends who you are. If you are richest people in the world, the top 1%, actually in 2020, the top billionaires, they're the 400, more than 400 billionaires in America, actually, their assets, their value, their wealth increased 30% in 2020. So the rich getting richer, and the poor getting poor. It's going to happen in 2021. Basically, the gap between rich and poor is going to be larger and larger. And some middle class will become poor. Yeah, so some industries will suffer dramatically, like we already seen that. Retail, some smaller business, tourism, travel, yeah, all those industry. And those industry, I don't know when they came back to normal and if they're going to back to normal ever. Because people's consuming behavior already changed. So people probably spend more time online, and those like industry on AI, artificial intelligence, and digital, and the finance industry, property industry, they were doing well. And other industry not going to do well. And this trend is going to continue. So for those people in the wrong industry, 2021 is going to be difficult, probably worse. Yep, that's why 2021 depends which country you are in, which industry you are in, and which sector, which business you are in, and who you are. So you might have a better year, or some of us will have very difficult 2021. Hello. Oh, hello, Vincent here. Can I have a new Telegram group? Yes, I can start. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay, I might try that. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I'll sort out that later. Yes, some of my Chinese fans suggest me to, yeah, because they can't get, since I left Trend Media, I've deleted my Telegram account. So many fans can't get my forecasting or broadcasting in advance. So I'm going to think about that, but that's probably mainly in Chinese. 好的，我可能搞一个英文的 ，sorry, I have to talk in Chinese to answer this fans question. Vincent 你好，我会考虑的，我会考虑的，你下一步吧，因为本来我对电报群不是很感兴趣的，但是我可能会的。Okay. Yeah, I think nothing dramatic, but I don't want to see anything more dramatic than 2020. So 2021, my advice to all my fans. Number one, survive. Don't get sick. This is a serious pandemic. Yeah, I've got a friend. His son is only a teenager, is seriously sick in Britain. He's in hospital for so far it's already 5 weeks. It's serious. So it is a virus. So please be safe, protect you and your families. Take care of yourself. Try to survive this pandemic. Number two is try your best. Maybe if you are in the wrong industry, you might have to consider to change it, because the trend is we're probably not going to back to normal or back to before in very soon time. Yeah. Okay, if you're doing well, I wish you the best. And if you're in the right industry and you survive the 2020, your business survived the 2020 well, that means you are in the right industry. So I wish you doing better. Okay, that's my program today. Again, Happy New Year to you all and wish you all the best for better and prosperous 2021. Thank you. I see you next time. Bye bye.